last month, Canva held their biggest event of the year called Canva Create, where they launched their newest and their best products. And yours truly had a chance to be right in the middle of all of it, rapping about Canva Enterprise. So today I'm pulling back the curtain on how the Canva rap song heard round the world came to be. Let's get into it. First, let's start with a little history. For as long as I can remember, I've written songs about things that I love. I've written songs about Krispy Kreme, Doritos, my wife. I probably should put my wife first on that list. If I love it, I'm compelled to write a love song about it. I just can't help it. And I fell in love with Canva a few years ago. So in 2021, I wrote a song called Canva Love Song. One of the founders of Canva, Melanie, commented, "Love this, so creative. My mom loved this video so much she sent it to me to watch." Then a few months goes by and I wrote a new song called Canva Paradise, which was a parody of Gangsta's Paradise. We keep spending most our lives living in Canva Paradise. And that started to get passed around Canva to a bunch of the different employees that work there. So in 2022, when they were going to do their very first Canva Create event, they reached out and said, "Hey Raj, would you be interested in writing a song and you perform live on stage to close out the show?" And of course, I said yes. A few months later, they were working on a US brand campaign and Canva reached out again saying, "Hey Raj, would you be interested in writing a song for our US brand campaign?" And of course, I said yes. So they brought me into the studio, I recorded a song, and now it's playing on streaming radio in places like Spotify, Pandora, Hulu, Paramount Plus, and Amazon Prime. When a brainstorm, put your pencils down. Online whiteboards, ideas all around. So when Canva reached out last month and asked if I'd be interested in writing a rap song for this year's Canva Create event, of course, I said yes. On May 6th, I had a call with Canva. They pitched me two different ideas. The first idea was a recap of the Glow Up, which is this makeover to the Canva editor and some of the UI within Canva. And the second idea was a rap battle about Canva Enterprise, focused on spreading awareness and how Canva can address the major concerns that a CIO of a global enterprise may have. They showed me very specific questions that CIOs often ask, and that became the inspiration for the song. Obviously, this could be a very dry topic, and Canva knew that they wanted to take a different angle to do something fun, quirky, irreverent, and present it in a way that wasn't just going to be slides and a keynote presentation. So I wrote two songs over the course of 3 days, and on May 9th, when we got back together, I presented them both options, and they loved the rap battle track. It was time to get to work on writing the instrumentation for the song. Canva really wanted this to add lift to the event, so I knew that I wanted it to feel upbeat, fun, lighthearted, and if I could write some earworms that would get stuck in people's heads, that was going to be a big bonus for me. Now, there are three components to this song that I really love. So let's pull open the session here. And the first one is the brass. And then the next is this bass line right here. So when the bass comes back in. And then as the song ends, right, we've won over the CIO at this point. And so now it's time for like a little party. We get this kind of fiesta type of a vibe here. Now, what was really cool is that I sent everything to Canva. They loved the song, they loved the lyrics, but Canva's sonic, their sound is very much live instrumentation. So I got a chance to link up with their sound agency, and they took everything that I had done here, just like writing everything on my little MIDI keyboard, and they elevated it. They made it sound like live instrumentation. So this is what they ended up doing with the song. And then here's that bass line. Like that sounds like an actual bass. So you can see the evolution that this song is really starting to take. So less than 2 weeks after the song was done, I was on a plane to LA and meeting the production crew, the dancers, the choreographers, everybody that was gonna put this thing together. And these are amazing artists and performers who work with Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, Olivia Rodrigo, Gwen Stefani, Stranger Things, Squid Games. And so I'm basically feeling like I'm surrounded by superstar royalty. And we had 3 days of rehearsals. I met Nina, my rap battle partner, on May 20th. We had 3 days to practice everything, to learn the choreography, to work with the dancers, and then we had a full dress rehearsal. The day of the event, we performed at YouTube Theater. There were 3,000 people in the room, 2.5 million people watching online. The energy was electric. Everyone's phones came out. Everyone's vibing. Hands are in the air. And as the confetti blasted, I was high on adrenaline and so proud of everybody who worked so hard to bring this idea to life. So here are some of the stats from Canva Create. More than 230 million social impressions, 500 pieces of media coverage, 2.5 million online viewers. The song went absolutely viral, and this comes from Zach, the CMO of Canva, with 84 million impressions and a 2,500% uplift in mentions of Canva Enterprise across key social channels. He went on to say, the press and social commentary also saw a huge spike in searches for Canva Enterprise on Google after Create. It's safe to say it worked. So if you want to watch the full presentation, then you can go to Canva's YouTube channel, check it out. You can see the full song. But I thought maybe we could close out this video with a little bit of commentary as we watch this performance together. And I'll give you like some behind the scenes, extra little tidbits in case you're interested. So the idea behind this event is that there's all these floors that we're going up in this elevator, and we land right here on the rooftop with this rooftop concert, right? Here comes Tyler with this really cool little flip. Boom. So talented. Nolan was like, hey Raj, when you come out, you gotta go big, be like, YouTube Theater, what's going on? Nolan was the choreographer that helped us to put this whole performance together. That's Concrete right there, right behind me. He's worked with Beyonce. He's also in a documentary right now that you can watch on Netflix called Dancing with the Devil. This is Nina. She's an amazing artist. Now, some people online thought that Nina was actually Melanie rapping on stage with me, or that I was Jimmy Knowles, the head of experiential at Canva. But the funny thing is that no one on this stage actually works for Canva. No one in this performance works for Canva. I'm a designer who loves writing silly songs, and I love Canva. Nina's a real performer. The dancers are all real performers. Now, you may notice that the dancers are wearing these jumpers, but by the end, they look a little bit different. So the thought behind that is that as the performance goes on, you're going to be introduced to more color as we win over the CIO. So keep an eye on the dancers throughout the performance, because you'll notice they start to kind of change what they're wearing. So right here, keep an eye on the dancers, and they're going to start kind of unzipping the top part of their jumpers. So this is phase one. See, now we've got a little bit more color. Okay, so we finish up that performance, we walk off the stage, and then we come back out at the very end to kind of close out the show. So Cliff brings us back out. And for anyone who was watching me during this part of the performance, you really missed out, okay? Because let's watch this video now and only watch Cliff. Cliff is right here in the blue suit, okay? So I'm gonna hit play. Now only keep your eyes on what Cliff is doing. Don't watch me. Did you see that? Did you see what I just saw? This is one of the many reasons why I love Canva so much. And I think it's one of the reasons that I was so drawn to Canva, is that they are all about fun and innovation and creativity and doing things way differently than other people do them. And tell me one other COO out there who is on the stage twerking like Cliff is twerking. It's not happening, y'all. It's not happening. Honestly, I think that's the highlight for me of the whole event. There were so many great moments, but that right there, it's just one of the many reasons that I love Canva. As much as I like to plan, some of the best moments in my career have been things that I just could never have planned for. Like if you had told me that I would be in Sydney and in LA and doing these things with Canva 5 years ago, I never would have believed it. because I didn't see that path. And so I hope that's an encouragement for you as you're watching that. Be intentional, like set your course, but also be open to saying yes to things that come your way that maybe you never expected. I hope it gave you a little insight into the process of what it was like to work on this performance, but I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.